Hi guys, welcome back. I hope you're doing well. Tonight I wanted to tell you guys about the first time I went on a date with someone of the same sex. Good times, throwing it back to the closeted days, if you will. I've told a few Tinder stories on this channel, and you guys seem to like them. And I have quite a few, so maybe I'll just make a series. So this first guy I ever went on a date with, his name was Eric, I remember, and we actually met through Twitter, which is weird. I think I liked one of his tweets or something, and we had like a mutual friend, and so we started DMing each other. And the reason I thought of this was I just got back from eating dinner with my mom and my boyfriend, and I was like telling them about this guy, and so I just wanted to tell it. But yeah, this guy, he looked really hot in his pictures. I was like, oh, little closeted Tyson was interested, to say the least. He was a gymnast, and his body was amazing. I was like, okay, this guy's jacked out of his mind. Choke me, you know? And so we talked for a while on Twitter, and we'd stay up late, like DMing each other. And yeah, I was really excited to like meet him in person. I guess he lived out of state, but he would sometimes come to Utah to like visit or something. So, like I said, he was doing like a scholarship thing for gymnastics. I don't know. So anyway, he told me one day that he was coming to visit, and he really wanted to go on a date. He was like, I want to take you on a date, and I was like, okay. And so he came and picked me up from my parents' house, which was kind of funny because I was closeted, you know, like they had no idea I was going on a date with a guy, and I was in high school. And I remember getting in the car and literally thinking it was a different person. I think part of it was that his hair was dyed blonde, as most gays do when they're going through a crisis. And then like his body was not what I thought from like the pictures, and like he was just really small. Like I was taller than him and bigger than him, and I hadn't even started working out at that point. Okay, he was just like way smaller than I thought, and that's not a problem, but like it just wasn't what I was expecting, you know what I mean? I was like, okay, we'll give it a chance. And so yeah, he started playing 21 Pilots, I remember, and I was like, okay, I see you, because 21 Pilots is one of my favorite artists ever. I love them so much. And so we started talking, and it was just like, he was just different than I expected, like his voice, his personality, like, I don't know, but I was trying to be optimistic. I was like, let's give this kid a chance, you know? So we actually went to this place that I worked at called Slurp. It was kind of like a little cafe moment, and they served like sandwiches and soups and desserts, and it was really cute. It was my favorite job. And so I remember I got like a bacon, like an ultimate grilled cheese, not like bacon in it and stuff. And so we sit down and we're eating, and like I said, I was closeted, and some of my coworkers came out and like wanted to say hi to me, and they were like asking who this guy was. They're like, oh, who's this, whatever, and I was like, oh, it's my friend. And the guy was like looking at me like, okay, like it was awkward. I don't remember if he knew I was closeted or not, but it was really uncomfortable. And I just remember while I was eating, he was just like staring at me like Edward Cullen Twilight stare, like, and it was so weird to me. I think he was trying to be like, you know, flirtatious and what's the word, like seductive, that's it. He was trying to seduce me as I ate my grilled cheese sandwich. And when I finished, he looked at me and goes, "Do you need any help getting that bacon out of your teeth?" Yeah, he actually said that. And I'd only kissed one girl at this point, and that was it. So I'm very inexperienced. And I'm pretty sure, like, on Twitter and stuff, he was being flirty, like, I want to teach you how to kiss, and like this. It was so awkward. And, you know, like, when you meet someone and you can just tell, like, right off the bat, or like within the first, like, 10 minutes, if you're gonna, like, click with them. Like, I just did not click with this person. I did not feel, like, comfortable. I don't know, it's weird. It takes a very specific person to, you know, be a friend of mine or to be like my boyfriend or like whatever, you know. And he just gave me weird vibes. So after that, we ended up, I think we were like driving around, and he goes, dude, there's this girl on Instagram that I'm friends with, and she has like a bunch of followers. We could totally go chill with her. And I'm like, okay, some date this is. So we go to this girl's house and like knock on the door, and I'm just sitting there like, I don't even know who this girl is. And she like opens the door and like they say hi to each other, and I'm just awkwardly there like, hi. Like, it was so awkward. And then like, I think we ended up going up the canyon. There's like a canyon by where I lived. Sorry, my hair's frizzy because I just showered. And so we go up the canyon and we're like, we go on like a little hike. And I remember there was like a creek, and the girl we were with was like really weird. I think she did like a lot of drugs or something, I don't know. But she also gave off like weird vibes, and she had full on like shoes and socks on, okay? And she started like walking in the creek. She didn't have to, no one told her to, but she did. And like, I hate that wet sock feeling, you know what I mean? It's just very odd, it's just a very weird moment. And I was like, okay, have fun like walking around in wet socks the rest of the day. So we did that. And then we were like, oh, let's go get ice cream. And so we go to this place called Sub-Zero. I don't know if anybody's heard of it, but it's like a place where they make your ice cream with liquid nitrogen. It's pretty cool, but yeah. So we go there, and they have like an arcade upstairs. So we take our ice cream upstairs and we're like sitting at the arcade. And at this point, it felt like this guy, Eric, and this girl were vibing more than I was with Eric. And it was like the date that he was taking me on, and it was weird. Like, they were connecting more than me and him were. I just wanted to leave at this point. And then I remember they were like telling stories about getting drunk and stuff, and I am not someone who likes to drink. I'll drink like a couple margaritas, but that's it. Like, I've only gotten like buzzed one time, and like I just do not care to get drunk or high or anything, and I just don't. So they started talking about like crazy like drunk stories, and like, because they were both like in college, I think, and they had like all these stories with their roommates and like partying and like stuff that I don't care about at all whatsoever, and I just couldn't relate. So it's like those awkward conversations where like you can't relate to the conversation and you just awkwardly sit there. And they invited me. They were like, dude, tonight we're going to like a lake or something, and we're gonna like get so drunk, and we're all just gonna like have such a fun time. And of course the girl was like, oh, I'm so down, oh my god. And so I was like, I'm good. I made up some excuse like I have to read the Bible, I don't know. And so they took me home and dropped me off at my house, because I was living at home at the time, and I was just so happy to be out of that situation. Oh my god. And then I remember later that night, I was looking at his Snapchat story, and they were like doing that thing where they have like a funnel with like a hose coming out of it, and it's like going into his mouth, and people are like pouring alcohol down it. You know what I'm talking about? I don't know, I'm super lame and I don't even know what the term is, but he was like doing that, and like all of his friends were like screaming and yelling and running around. Like, I don't know how people have energy for that. Like, do you have to be extroverted to enjoy that? Is this just something that I will never understand because I'm an introvert? I don't know. Very interesting. Anyway, I think maybe a week later we got into some kind of argument on Twitter, and I was like, okay, this is the perfect opportunity to just cut this person out of my life because he's already mad at me, you know? And so I just told him, I was like, you know what, let's just be done. I was like, I don't connect with you. I don't even remember what I said, but I basically just told him like, I don't want to be friends anymore. And then he ended up blocking me. We still had each other's phone numbers though. And fast forward like 2 years, literally 2 years, I was hanging out with one of my friends, and I get a random text that just says, Tyson. And I'm like, who's this? Eric. Huh? Oh, hey. Hey, what's up? It was like this really weird exchange. And he was like, I can't believe you blocked me on Twitter. 2 years later. 2 years later. And I was like, yeah, I mean, like, what do you even say to that? I don't remember what I said. I was probably just like, yeah, sorry, I was mad. I don't know what I said. And then we had some weird, like, small talk, like, hope you're doing well, whatever. And, oh my gosh, I also remember when I started dating my ex-boyfriend, Eric started messaging me, telling me how I shouldn't date him, like, he has STDs, and, like, he's a terrible person, and he lies, and blah, 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 blah. Which, maybe it was true, I'll never know. Anyway, that is the story of Eric, my first male date. If you guys enjoyed this story time, go ahead and like and subscribe, okay? And comment if you want more story time videos. I have quite a few gay story times, and I do kind of like to space them out so I don't run out, because my life for the last few years has been quite boring. And yeah, so thank you for watching, guys. I just wanted to get So, I'll see you guys on the next one. Have a good night. I love you. And I'll talk to you guys later. Someone told me to not blow kisses at the end of my video, so